All right, we're
Great.
in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hello, and welcome to week 8 of the NISOA stimulus program funded by the Foundation. Joining us, it is the final week of our program, so we're thrilled to bring you a really extra special presentation this week. So stay tuned. We've got some surprises in the works as usual. But first, of course, a couple of announcements. So before we get started, you may have seen a address to the membership from our president, Gary Hoover. So please check that out if you haven't. It's on NISOA.com. And you can check that out. It has a lot of really important announcements in relationship to the membership, some changes as a result of the pandemic, as well as what you can anticipate in the weeks ahead. So a couple things to highlight as a result of that address. First and foremost, meeting and fitness requirements have been waived at the national level. So we're looking for your local chapter leadership to really make sure that you're making the appropriate decisions based on local health and official guidelines at the local level, what makes the most sense for each chapter, as that may vary across the country. So that was a big announcement, as well as a fitness program that will release this Sunday. So we're super excited. Some of you may be sitting around going, how do I get fit? What do I need to do? So hopefully this will help provide some guidance to those of you that would like some. So that will be both a live series, so we'll have some YouTube live sessions, as well as a series where you'll have some content. 3 workouts a week is what we'll be doing for the duration of the summer to help everybody get in shape, get fit, and get ready for the season ahead. A couple other announcements that were included in the President's address includes the summer educational schedule. So that will be released. We just finalized the date actually this morning, so super excited about that program. If you liked what we did with this series, I think you're really going to enjoy our summer program. So we'll be talking about the rules. There's quite a breadth of new rules for this season, so we'll dive deep into those, and then we'll also have some excellent content from some of our friends over at Pro, as well as others. So super excited about that program. It's coming together really nicely, so stay tuned for our schedule for the summer. And then also, we made the announcement of Amanda Ross joining our leadership team at NISOA. So we're thrilled to have Amanda on the team. Congratulations, Amanda. Welcome aboard. She's going to be leading up our assessment program as the Director of Assessment. So as we'd like to provide you guys the best in education over the summertime, she's going to help us formulate a really strong assessment program so that when we're back on the pitch, you guys are getting the best coaching from the best mentors around. So super thrilled to have her leadership on the team as well. So welcome aboard, Amanda. We look forward to hearing from you and addressing the membership soon. So look for that. We're thrilled to have you, Amanda. And then also, if you haven't heard, if you haven't been aware, we have 2 new positions open for NISOA that'll be open for another week or so. We have the comms manager position as well as the website manager position. So if you're interested, check them out. They are also on NISOA.com, and you can apply on NISOA.com as well. And then, of course, some of you may have heard, NWSL has released their season start with the Challenge Cup in Utah with all league. The entire league will be involved, which is fabulous. And MLS is still working out the details of their return to play, but these are all really positive signals for us as we look ahead for the summer and get prepared for the fall. NCAA has also released, if you may have heard, the D1 Council has voted to approve voluntary athletic activities for all D1 sports starting June 1st. So that augments also what they had released for football, including soccer. So we may see some play this summer and players starting to take the pitch, which is really exciting news. And of course, always pay attention to what your local authorities are telling you in relation to if you can get out and get training and what's happening. I know a lot of local clubs are already starting to get back on the pitch as well. So some exciting news, but please be cautious, take care of yourselves, be safe out there. So those are all of our big announcements. So let's go ahead and dive into the participation for this week, Doug, if you will. Thank you so much. So we had a total of 517 participants this week, slightly down from our average week over week, but a grand total of just shy of 5,000 submissions. So thank you, big kudos to everyone who's participated in this 8-week program to learn and hopefully earn a little cash. So thanks to everybody. We did have a little decrease in our average and our median this week. And what that tells us is this is a tough topic, right? And as you'll see, I'm going to bring in some big guns today, and I've doubled up on the team that's going to help me do the analysis today. So we're going to have some extra brain power to work with, which I'm thrilled to have. We did have 5 submissions of 100%, but as you can count, that's not enough for our 10 winners. So we'll dive into those who also got 90%. And there are 9 of those as well. Doug, if you can show our wall of champions and show us those winners who got 100%, thank you so much. Congratulations to these 5 NISOA members. You will obviously be winners this week, so thrilled about that, except for Kyle, because you've already won once. We don't double dip. And then also if you could show the 90% as well, because these members will also be in consideration. Perfect. Thanks, Doug. So you can see them here. So congratulations to those who got 90%. You will also be in consideration for the winners this week, which we will announce at the end. So we will be diving into 4 clips. You're getting an extra one this week, so we're thrilled about that. Doug, if you can show those 4 clips that we're going to be reviewing, perfect. Thank you so much. So we're going to look at clip 1, where we'll focus on the simulation that occurs in the play. This is something that's rare in the college game. We don't see it a whole lot, so we'll talk a little bit about that and how we can be prepared to pay attention for it. Clip 2, we'll talk a little bit about why it's no PK. Clip 9, we're going to focus on misconduct. And then clip 10, we're going to look at the foul as well as misconduct, as we had some discrepancy there. So I'm excited to dive into these 4 clips. And as you guys have heard, this has been a challenging week. We didn't perform the best as a whole, and that's okay. This is a safe place for us to do that. So I have brought in my referee family, the best of the best, to help me with these 4 clips today. So welcome, NISOA family, Christina, Uncle Ted, Uncle, and Chris Penso. Hi. Hey, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Tori, I'd like to just say that I had hope of making this stimulus review video because the guy you had on last week never refereed a college game in his life, so I figured I had a chance.
Well, you know,
you're right. He did happen to officiate something. You may have heard of it, the World Cup. World Cup?
Nah.
Yeah, no? Okay. Champions League? You familiar with that? Okay. I think he knew what he was talking about.
And NISOA only.
Right. We do have...
Ted, it's funny, you heard her. She brought in the big guns this week. Last week didn't cut it.
You guys are harsh. You guys are harsh. It's double the brain power. It's triple the brain power this week. I'm thrilled. Thank you guys so much for joining. For those of you who may not know the Uncle and Penso duo, we go way back down to Southern Regionals, probably back before I can count, right? We all went there as referees, and now we are in our own world in MLS, NWSL, on the FIFA panel, and have had some great experience. So I'm thrilled to have you guys on the show.
No, awesome. Thanks for having us.
Yes,
yeah.
Thanks.
Awesome. So let's dive in. The topic this week was penalty kicks. And as we know, Ted knows quite a bit about penalty kicks, don't you, Ted?
I do.
So here are the words and the language around penalty kicks in regards to the NCAA rule book. And this will be included in the analysis that's available on NISOA.com after Saturday. And there is included some rule changes that more align us with IFAB in relationship to the goalkeeper stepping off the line, and you can't touch the goalpost and other things. So things to be aware of about the penalty kick will be included. So without further ado, let's dive into the first clip. Hand it off to you guys.
Big game between Air Force and HBU. We've got Air Force in white attacking. Right side zone. And look at that. Ted, would you believe it? Never been able to figure out how a Navy diver ended up at the Air Force Academy.
Chris, I say it that when we go to the pool, we usually bring our dive sticks. I'm not sure if he has, but we bring our dive sticks.
Yeah, always bring your toys to the pool, right? And don't be afraid to get wet. Tori and Christina for a little analysis and clear direction for our NISOA members.
And by the pool, the boys mean the penalty area, right? So that's something that we're covering over here. And some of these things that should really pop out to you when you're taking a look at these analysis is that obviously there's no contact going on here, but what's going to really trigger is these natural falls that occur, especially when they have a heavy touch and they know they're not going to get to that ball sooner than potentially a defender. So take a look for those. Take a look for simulation in and around the penalty area. Obviously, a very common area because of the benefit that one could gain if a referee falls. But do you know that simulations are rare in the culture? But here we do have a as indirect free kick simulation and a yellow card.
Great. Thanks, Christina. And simulation is something we don't often see in the college game, right? So it's important to be aware of it. You can tell that this player, there is no contact there. The weight unnaturally falls to the ground, right? So things to be aware of as we look for that. Thanks, Christina. And the color commentary by Ted and Chris. Thanks, guys, so much. If we can show the analysis, Doug. Perfect. Thank you. So a lot of here. There isn't necessarily a bit of questions on the onset of this point. Certainly can. So the expected outcome here, as said, is a indirect free kick and a yellow card. All right, off to clip 2. We'll let you guys take it away.
Go for it, Ted. What do you got here?
Well, what we have here is how you defend in college, Cotton. I'm unmuted. We've got take a chance, hope for the best, and a winner from behind.
Yep. Ted, you know what I see here, and this is one of the things that I learned early in refereeing is pretty much anytime you see 3 defenders with their hands in the air, they're telling you what the right decision is. So for me, clearly not a penalty.
Looks like a goal kick.
But again, let's
like
send it down.
Kick. Absolutely a goal kick. This guy succeeds from behind, as we all should when we're trailing from the back.
Yep, totally agree. Totally agree. Down to Christina and Tori, just to wrap it up.
All right, and as the boys mentioned, the defender here makes a risky challenge. The key part of this clip is that the defender actually gets the ball first. Now, it's generally accepted in soccer that if the defender gets the ball first and the player falls over, we're not going to have a foul here. So in order to get this correct, you're going to have to use teamwork for this. It's really, really critical that the center referee has this angle, but if they don't have this angle, they need that assistance by the assistant referee. So here we have a decision, no foul, no card. Play on.
Thanks, Christina. And I love that you added the teamwork aspect. Can you talk a little bit about maybe what the communication might look like here between the AR and the referee?
Yeah, one of the key things, especially if you're the assistant referee, you see that first touch. You got touch, right? Some kind of, if you have prompt systems on, some advice really quickly to fill that extra piece of the puzzle for the referee. Because the referee may not have seen that as clearly, but has this feel. If the assistant referee has that information, automatically give that information. If the referee isn't 100% sure and says, I don't know, I think I have to doubt, say, did the defender touch the ball? Did the defender touch the ball first? That type of communication lets each other know that everyone has a different piece of the puzzle that they need to give the other one.
That's great. And referee positioning is ultimately really critical as well, right? It's going to be a difference between you thinking he gets all ball or he gets all player. So be aware as we enter in the penalty area. Angles are everything in this space, so make sure we get the right angle here as best as we can. Awesome. Let's show the analysis, Doug. Thanks so much. So we had quite a few people say PK on this one, in addition to misconduct. So I think it's really critical, as Christina mentioned, what soccer expects. And soccer expects these types of challenges. While he gets the ball and the player comes over his leg, the key is he gets the ball first, the challenge is low. And so what we would expect here is no PK here. Chris was joking about players with their hands up in the air, but don't be influenced by, obviously, the players and their reactions as well. We need to make sure we see it, and we make sure we check with our teammates to make sure if they have seen it, that they let us know that information as well. So expected outcome here is no foul and no card. Let the play continue. Let's head on to clip number 9, and we'll send it down to the boys for some commentary. Thanks,
Tori. We got a good old, I believe this is Division II women's soccer game here. Red team's defending, ball's going to the goalkeeper. White bounces from behind, and she just gets rocked.
Chris, this is a bold strategy by the defender here. And it's almost a clean challenge outside of the body check through the girl's chest. The ball's white, the player's wearing all white. Maybe she gets confused here. But as you can see here, solid linebackering skills by the defender.
Yeah, that's a for me, this almost looks like a clip that started because of COVID-19. I'm pretty sure this is all happening because women's rugby was cut.
Women's rugby is a very valid sport. Shouldn't be on the soccer field, and I'm sure there's some better analysis behind this from the girls. When we send it to them.
Yeah, so this is a rugby kind of a tackle. I think that instantly should perk your, awareness that this isn't a soccer kind of a play. These types of plays need to be eliminated from the game. Clearly, here you can see that the defender's actions, they look, they lower their shoulder, they make that charge. Another incredible element of this is the speed and the force. You got the attacker coming at full speed and the defender just going in and charging it. It raises the risk of injury, right? And these are student athletes, so let's focus on that. And this is soccer and not rugby, as boys attempted to mention. So let's focus on that, make sure we keep the safety of the players in charge. And it really is, at the end of the day, just an intimidation type of play.
Absolutely. Thanks, Christina. Also, you can also see at the end of the clip as the defender kind of walks past the player who's on the ground. She's not offering condolences or checking to see if she's okay. Her lean over is definitely an intimidation attempt. So we need to be aware of these small signs as officials. When we see something like that, this is more than definitely allowing play to continue, right? We can't allow this stuff in the game, and it's definitely with intent. You can see her look, it's, as Christina had alluded to, and we need to make sure these types of challenges don't exist in the game. So thanks for that, Christina.
And so Tori, like, we have a penalty kick here, yellow card on the play. Is there anything else from a referee side that you want to see in this play for management?
Yeah, for me, I'm having a strong word with that yellow card, right? Particularly because of the intent behind it. She looks at her, she puts the shoulder in, she lowers it down into her, and then also after the player's on the ground, she kind of comes over and does a little extra intimidation. So for me, I'm sending a really strong signal to everybody on that pitch that this is not allowed. So it's not, for me, just a yellow card. It's a yellow card and a strong talking to that this is not going to continue in this match. And depending how this match has been going, there's a variety of other ways you can handle that as well. Anything else you'd add, Chris?
Point. I was going to say, no, that's a great point. Because this game, if any of these games, specifically, if you're not dealing with this situation, these types of players will take care of it behind your back after the fact.
Yeah, I would hate to see what happens next if you allow play to continue here with the goalkeeper with the ball in our hands, you know?
Exactly.
Right. All right, well, let's check out the analysis, Doug. Thank you so much. So majority of everyone had PK, which is great. So you're acknowledging that this doesn't belong in the game. Where we had a lot of disparity was in the misconduct, whether we don't have some or we have some, or even some red card. So, you know, Christina had talked a little bit about the nature and the force as a result of how fast that attacker was coming in. The force from the defender, you know, she leans her shoulder in, her arm doesn't come up, she's not, you know, leading with the elbow, we're not having something like that. So it doesn't raise to the effect of a red card here, but we would definitely expect to see a yellow card here for this reckless nature of the challenge. So expected outcome is penalty kick and a yellow card. Let's head down to the boys for clip 10 and some color commentary.
Thanks, Tori.
Hey, Chris, as this builds up here, I just want to say that after further review on that last play, that's not a soccer play. That's 2 minutes in the sin bin for me.
You know, if hockey had penalties, or soccer had penalties, Ted, it's 2 minutes for roughing. In this play we're seeing here, we got Air against St. Mary's, Air Force defender. Not a very intelligent challenge. You know, Ted, it's funny. It's hard to believe only 22% of our quiz takers got this correct, because I think you've given 22 of these penalties in your life.
Well, you should point to the spot right here, because this guy, just because he doesn't get the ball, he can't kick the man. About as coordinated as a one-legged camel here, and that contact puts us right on the spot.
Yep, I agree with you. You know, I think the last time I saw penalties, my eyes were open. Let's send it down to Christina and Tori to wrap it up.
Yeah, so we got two different situations here that we have to deal with, right? Is not only the location of the foul, whether it's inside or outside the penalty area, but even if we have a foul, and if we do have a foul, then we break it down to what point of the foot was actually contacted with in order to determine what type of misconduct. Whether it's no card, yellow card, red card. So those are a lot of the elements that people are having to break down while they're taking a look at this. The referee's in the position to be able to see it. Assistant referee can help with that first analysis of whether it's inside or outside penalty area because they're looking right down that line. But here what we have is obviously the foul has occurred right there on that line. It hits on the line. We got penalty kick on that situation. So that's the decision. Now breaking it down as to what type of a card we have, although the final decision coming out is no card on this. So they want a penalty kick, no card. Please note that a yellow card could be supported for this on the basis that it's reckless for stepping on the foot. But the preferred decision is no caution on this play. And the main reason is because actual contact is on top of the foot, or at least on the lower end of the foot. Think of ankle and up, we're sure a little bit more towards orange red. But for this one, we're going to go back to no card.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Christina. I think you hit on everything about this clip, which is so great. One more thing is maybe the teamwork as well, right? It's just on top of the area, and it might be difficult for the referee, depending on his or her position, to tell if it's in or out. This is a great opportunity for us to look at our AR and see if they may have information to help us here. If we've determined this is a foul, but we're trying to determine if it's in or out. So something to consider as well. We also have a teammate that might be able to help us here.
So yeah, no, and a great opportunity. Pre-game, prior to matches, to have this discussion as to places I'm really going to need you on game critical decisions when the ball is right there on the top of that penalty area. So when you have that discussion, it's very quick to have those silent communications. If you don't have comms, decision right.
For sure. Let's take a look at the analysis. So expected outcome is PK and no card. So you see a lot of us have PK. We had a handful of folks have no foul. So again, determining the spot of the foul is really important. Christina walked us through that really nicely as well. And then looking at the misconduct, we had quite a variety of misconduct on this one. And so the nature at the top of the foot, as Christina had mentioned, we would support a yellow card here, but the hope is no card here. It's tough to see from the video exactly how much contact is had there, but it is minimal. The foot is not coming high and then stomping on him. It is very low on the foot is where the contact is. As Christina had alluded to, if it's a little higher, if it's got more force or speed, then maybe we would look at increasing that. And this is one of those clips where you hear Christina say, you know, a yellow card would be supported. Those are always tough, right? Especially if you hit yellow card. You're like, hey, support me, right? At the end of the day, would be supported, right? Where we're coaching each other, and where we'd like to see us is no card on here. But of course, if you give a yellow card, that wouldn't necessarily be incorrect on the basis of reckless, not SPA. So important to note the difference there. So that wraps up all of our clips, but we actually have a special one, a little extra. Ted, do you have a few extra minutes on your calendar? You're on mute, so I'll take that as a yes.
Yes.
I can hear him. He says yes.
You're great. So I don't know if this looks familiar to you. We've talked a lot about in and out of the penalty area and positioning and teamwork and all these other things. Can you tell me a little bit about form in calling a penalty kick? You tend to be all-knowing when it comes to this. Check out the form here. Theatrical. Look at the point and the walk. Woo! Talk to me a little bit about this.
Yeah, you know, you're a little out of position on being on the right-hand side. We don't always get over that far, but, you know, talk about teamwork there, too. Amazing communication from my assistant referee. One of the Anderson brothers can never, tell them apart even now. But yeah, once we know we're going to the spot, we all have the personalities. Let's make sure that everybody else knows it's a big decision on the field. I think the form there was not bad for being, on the other side of the field.
That's good. So how would you rate this on a scale of 1 to 5?
Ooh, man, you give me about a 3.7. Any good score, you got to go to the decimal point.
That's fair. That's fair. But it's important to note penalties are an important game critical decision, right? And so
Absolutely.
sometimes a little drama with it isn't necessarily so bad. So I know each of us have our own different styles of how you give a penalty kick. Any recommendations or suggestions from anybody on as far as form or fashion style?
A little bend in the knees never hurt anybody.
I'm pretty sure he took my TV time comment when it comes to the TV on you a little bit too much to heart there.
Chris, you're not too bad at this yourself. You end up standing on that painted white spot, but you got a little flair from time to time.
You know, Ted, Chris has a picture in his office. I don't know, Chris, if you can grab that picture. So see Ted there? Chris, do you have the picture? Can you hear me? He looks frozen.
Chris around?
Chris is frozen.
Chris is frozen.
I'm frozen, but I'm still here.
He's frozen on the penalty spot.
There it is.
Look at that.
There it is.
Look at that.
Another theatrical.
There it is.
Very nice.
Hey, but the key to all of it, is to get them right, right? As long as we're right, it matters.
Yeah, you don't want to put a little bit of mustard on something that's wrong.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks for that. Great. Well, thank you guys for the color commentary and Christina for the thoughtful analysis and actual correct answers. Thank you for that. So we have a few more things up our sleeves. Looking ahead to next week, I had a few more announcements. So we've got shout outs for Doug and the Never Ends Productions team. Thank you guys so much week over week. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There they are in their awesome trailer in their driveway, helping us make sure that these are the best productions. So thank you guys so much. And of course, Lance and Mark behind the scenes helping us provide the detailed analysis. And if you haven't checked out the full analysis of each one of these weeks, they're available and they're on NISOA.com. I got a lot of questions every week about how do I get more? I want more than just 4 clips or more than just 2. It's available, guys. You have all 10 clips, full analysis, all the talking points, and it's online at NISOA.com. So please go check that out. Continue to get educated and learn. And then funding support, of course, the NISOA Foundation Fund. Thank you guys so much for helping bring this program to life. We were able to give over $10,000 to our members over this time. It's a very difficult time for everyone to help keep everybody moving. So thank you so much, the Foundation Fund, for your support there. And then, of course, OSI is a proud sponsor of our gear. I'm wearing a NISOA polo, so if you're looking for some new swag this fall, please check that out. And then we are concluding May. Oh, there it is. Thank you. And then we're concluding May is Huntington's Disease Awareness Month. So thank you so much to everybody who has purchased the wristbands. Continue to wear them around where you're gardening or whatever it might be, training or otherwise. Please continue to drive awareness and support of our friends there, including the Terry Vaughn family. So, of course, we want to keep you guys engaged and educated and inspired throughout the summer. So hopefully this program helped you guys do that. Thank you so much for being a part of it. This is the final week of this program, but we do have an awesome education schedule, and it's going to begin mid-June. So more on the new rules and some more really great analysis, bringing in great minds like we had today, and a little fun as well. And then also those fitness programs, keep your eyes open for those. They should be released on Sunday, and they'll happen weekly as well. So you'll have some information there to help keep us all fit and get ready for the season ahead. So it is time for us to announce the winners of this week's final week of the NISOA Stimulus Program. So I have our two friends, the commentators. There they are. You guys, take it away. Winners for this week.
Yeah, so we're going to start from 10 and count down to 1, unlike what Leland Grant did last week. So in 10th place, because who doesn't like a participation medal, Sam Sayad from ISOA, New Jersey.
Ted, in 9th place, because even Nebraska has soccer, is Mark McNamara from the Great Plains ISOA. Congratulations,
Fantastic.
Mark.
The man, the myth, the legend, 8th place, and a bag of peppers goes to Craig Lowry from Capital Area ISOA in Pennsylvania.
Congratulations, Craig. 7th place. It's only fitting. The 7th place goes to somebody who's just about 7 feet tall. Congratulations to Alex Bilder from the Florida Sun ISOA chapter. Congrats.
Excellent. In sixth place, when he isn't busy taking pictures on a helipad, he's taking NISOA stimulus quizzes, which we really do appreciate. Congrats to Liam Leonard from Oregon ISOA.
Congrats, Liam. In fifth place, physical therapist by day, NISOA quiz taker by night. Congratulations, John from the Utah ISOA.
Our second home putting out fourth place, the NISOA chapter of North Carolina, a repeat Wall of Champions member, but his first time on this larger than the Olympics podium, which did not take place this year. Congrats to Patrick Schmidt.
All right. Here we go. Final three, because what's a leaderboard every week without a little RWISOA action? Congrats, Ziegler, taking third place.
Fantastic. And in second place, so close. Might butcher this name, but hey, the check will still cash just the same. Recep Vesic from North Louisiana ISOA.
And then last but not least, we all know the best referees come from Ohio. Congratulations to Ryan Lang from North Ohio ISOA for taking the top of the leaderboard this week.
And there are our winners. Congratulations to the Week 8 winners, all 10 of you. Thank you, Ted and Chris, for the color commentary as well. We appreciate that very much. All 10th place. And it is raining outside. I'm in a Florida rainstorm. So apologies if you can hear the rain. But my significant other took the office space this week. So I got kicked out to the Lanai, where we're in a tropical storm out here.
But the show must go on.
But the show must go on, right, Christina? No one knows that better than you. So thank you guys so much for being a part of it. As you guys know, NISOA was founded on Dr. Ray's vision of family first. Without your family, you really have nothing. And you guys are our soccer family. So thank you guys so much for being a part of our program and closing on this family first motto. Having you guys a part of it, we're so thrilled. NISOA is one of those unique organizations that does focus on family first. And that means quite a bit to me personally, and as it does for you guys. I know Quinn and our girls are very close, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for all these girls.
Maybe one day we'll see them all here on the 4 quad. The problem is I think they all have referee personalities like us, so they won't be on the same team.
The question is, will they give out yellow cards like this one, Chris? Oh, there it is. Well done. Can you give it to Ted?
Look at that, Jeremy Hansen.
Other way.
We did it. We did it. That's awesome. So the question is, if I drop it, will you catch it, Christina?
Yes. Got it. How about that, boys?
Hey, give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me.
There you go.
Say hi.
Awesome.
Thank you guys for being a part of it. We appreciate it so much. And thank you for everybody for showing up to be a better version of you guys. Good luck as you prepare for the fall season, and look forward to more to come from us. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Good luck, everyone. Bye now.